Good morning. Sergeant First Class Reginald Knight, retired, reporting. I have to put the disclaimer for informational purposes only, because what I am about to say is going to be shocking yet accurate. You know, the evidence has been before us the entire time, and I could really kick myself waiting this long to put all the pieces together. Donald Trump has said time and time again that Andrew Jackson, the 7th president of the United States, was his favorite president. And I'll tell you why now. In 1829, gold was discovered in my home state of Georgia, which set off a gold rush. The only problem was that the large deposits of gold was on Indian land, primarily Cherokee territory. So Jackson came up with this Indian Relocation Act, which, in a nutshell, it took Indians from their land and dispatched them to Oklahoma, the Trail of Tears. You can look it up, where some 60,000 First Nation people lost their lives in the migration between Georgia and Oklahoma. Now, the Cherokee Nation went to the Supreme Court and argued that it was unconstitutional, this Indian Relocation Act. And the Supreme Court agreed. And Jackson responded in kind. The Supreme Court has made this decision, and I have made mine. Now let them enforce it. So he displaced every single First Nations person and people of color living in those territories to Oklahoma. Now, why am I bringing this up to you now? It all makes sense now. And just think about it for a minute. The obsession with ICE and deportation of minorities, making deals with drug dealers in Honduras and other places in South America and in Central America. What Donald Trump intends to create is a 21st century Trail of Tears, where he's taking the people he finds to be undesirable and displacing them in places throughout the Americas. That's what they mean by remigration. And it's not an arbitrary term that people are poo-pooing and laughing off. He means to do exactly that. Because right now, ICE has started a new campaign in Minnesota where they are specifically targeting Black people. Somalis in particular, but if you are Black like me, you stand a good chance of being caught up in their net, harassed, hurt, maybe even deported when you've done nothing but live in your skin the way God made you. This is the plan, ladies and gentlemen. And if anyone can provide any evidence to the contrary, to convince me otherwise, I'm all ears. But that's the plan. That's the thought pattern, and that's the execution. Remigration just isn't a catchphrase, it's an entire operation of this administration. Sergeant First Class Reginald Knight, retired, reporting. Have a good day.